Well, well, well. I must say, folks, that the markets are absolutely fraudulent. This whole monetary system is fraudulent. The economic system is fraudulent. The monetary system is fraudulent. It is all fraudulent. And what happened yesterday was no short of criminality taken straight from on chain analysis. You can go and see it. A big, fat, huge short just before 47 goes out and, talks some ridiculousness. And the fact that the crypto tokens that we saw go to absolutely zero is another easy to take into account of this whole thing. It reminds me of in The Big Short when he's wondering why his position has not paid out, and comes to the conclusion that this whole thing is rigged. And in crypto, we have the ability to see this atrocities firsthand. Like, how do you compete against that? And also to take into account the immense power of Bitcoin. After all that manipulation, Bitcoin is still hovering at this time of this recording. Who knows? There's probably more manipulation out there. But at $110,000. So you should take into account that if your portfolio isn't heavily in Bitcoin, then, I'm sorry for you. You probably lost a lot of money the last couple of days. Bitcoin is the key. Bitcoin is the answer. Bitcoin is the only crypto you should have. 90% of your portfolio should be purely in Bitcoin, I believe. Mitigate downside risk. It is the new monetary system. Bitcoin is going to become the new monetary system because no one can actually believe the US dollar. They can't believe any of the G7 nations' currencies are basically trashed. The countries themselves are in disarray because it's been a debt-based system. Before, when countries ran on a gold standard, they couldn't get away with this ridiculousness. It was impossible because they had to back it up, their war efforts, with gold. And because there was only so much gold, there's only so much war that they could do before they were broke. But when you have a monetary system where you can just print, then you can have endless wars. That's why Bitcoin is peace technology. It's peace technology for a digital age. This is bigger than a crypto token. This is bigger than all of this. This is a humanity effort, is when people come to a Bitcoin standard or start thinking of the world as a Bitcoin standard. Because as long as countries can print money, they can create endless war. And with endless war, there's endless destruction. Many of the conflicts that we have currently are because we can print endless amounts of money. Hard money forces peace. It forces people, it forces nations in order to conduct themselves in a way where both parties can come to an equal footing or an equal standing. But the gravity here is that the overall economic system is about to be wiped right out. It's about to be like obliterated. And I don't want it to sound like a dooming black-pilled video, but this whole monetary system is absolutely fraudulent. It is so fraudulent. And it's about to turn on its head. Do yourself a favor. Get a bit of Bitcoin. It just might catch on.